Right, guys, we did a Ask Me Anything on Instagram probably earlier yesterday for some of you, I guess now. And we thought we'd do a quick video to answer some of these questions.
So jet lagged.
You are gorgeous. The first question is from JakeMo19. Have you ever pooped yourself in competition or training? I have not.
Nor have I.
You didn't poop yourself in competition, did you?
Tiny bit of wee came out during my deadlift. Very small amount.
It was a big effort.
Big effort, small wee.
Big effort, small wee. What should we know going to our first Giants Live Strongman show tomorrow? You should know that it's going to be an awesome event. It is very much a show. It's a real spectacle.
It will be unlike any strongman competition you've been to before.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
It's going to be awesome. I think you're going to have an amazing time. You get the chance to meet athletes at the show if you've got a VIP ticket. But it's going to be epic. It's a proper show. Expect that. You know, the lights are going to go down.
It's going to be loud.
Yeah, Neil Pickup's voice to introduce everything,
loud.
which is always exciting. The fireworks go off, and then it is just awesome. We've got 5 events tomorrow, and it's going to obviously start off with the Deadlift for Max, which hopefully we're going to see some amazing weights, but then the whole competition should be good as well. I think we'll see people are going to probably ask me this in a minute, but I think we'll see a real battle between Mitch and Evan Singleton tomorrow with the events that we have in this competition.
They're great events for Evan.
Really good events for Evan. Next question, do you think the deadlift record will be broken tomorrow? If I'm giving my real honest, truthful answer, I think probably not. I think there's a slim chance that that 3 of the athletes have a shot, but I think it's a small shot, maybe like a 20% chance.
I'm starting to believe more and more. I think 40% chance.
You're a real believer.
I'm an optimist.
I would love to be proven wrong, put it that way, but I don't think we will see the record. Have your thoughts on who could get the 5? Have my thoughts on who could get the 505 changed? Not really. I don't really think any of them can. I was talking to 2 of the guys for quite a bit today. One of them I've been with for most of the day. They both believe they can do it, as they should. I'm just giving my opinion, and like I said, I'd love to see 1, 2, or all 3 of them get it. But 505 is a massive weight, and I think it's going to be a challenge. Between you and Liz, what is the worst flight you have been on?
I've had a lot of bad flights because I've had a lot of weirdos sit next to me.
You have been a bit unlucky with flights, haven't you?
My most uncomfortable flight was probably from Amsterdam to Malaysia. I was next to Loz on one side of me, and on the other side of me was a man that probably weighed about 450 pounds, and he was spilling into my seat. I've had on a different flight, a man wash his eyeballs next to me and put his hand in my lap. That was to Bahrain. I had a flight where a man sitting next to me was hacking up phlegm and spitting it into a carrier bag. I've had a lot of bad flights. More bad than good.
You've had a lot of terrible flights.
I have.
I had a flight from, was it Austin? No, it was from Dallas, Texas to Australia, where I had this blonde that decided to just lie on me for the whole event, for the whole flight. 17-hour flight. So I was just sat in my economy seat while she had 3 seats and used myself as a pillow.
That was a good flight.
I'd say the worst flight I ever had was a domestic flight across Ukraine, where there was literally 30 strongmen on this rickety old plane that was falling apart. Like the seats, the recline was broken on most of the seats, so people were just flying back. The plane struggled to take off. That was a scary flight. Is there anything you plan on doing while in Vegas that you haven't done before? So anything that we do in Vegas will be new for you.
Yes, because I've never been.
We are planning on going to the Grand Canyon, not quite Vegas, but that will be a first for both of us.
Yes.
We went to the Bellagio and saw the fountains earlier. We're hopefully going to do a few things as well.
Yeah, it'd be nice to catch a show.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
Maybe nothing too much,
No.
but it'll all be new for you because you've not been before.
Yeah. I want to go shooting as well, but we've both done that before, so.
Yeah. Very important question here from Ross. Steak bake or sausage roll?
Steak bake all day.
I would say steak bake as well, although our son would say sausage roll.
He would.
He is a sausage roll connoisseur. But for us, steak bake every time. Did you know Austin is going to attempt the 505 tomorrow?
No, we did not.
I didn't know this. I don't think he's got 505 in him. You know, it's a huge weight. Been very impressed watching him with his training. I really believe that he's got 1,000 pounds in him and a shot at 470. I don't think he has 505. I think he has less chance at 505 than the three athletes that are here just for the deadlift. Just watching the speed of his other lifts now, I probably sound like a right miserable prick saying this. I just know Strongman very well, and he's not moving 440 fast enough to be pulling 505. Again, I wish him the best. I hope he proves me wrong. Skymone asks, what's the most impressive overhead lift in general of all time? For me, definitely Zadrunas' 205 kilo log at the Arnold's where he did 4 reps.
Yeah.
That for me is the most impressive I've seen. Carl asks, how many pounds must a man squat, bench and deadlift for loss to consider him strong? So I think it's very easy to get warped on how strong someone is when you surround yourself by the strongest people on earth. But I would consider anyone that can deadlift 500 pounds, squat 400 pounds and bench 300 pounds to be strong. Any man.
I was going to say.
They're good standard lifts to aim for, and I would consider you strong. Obviously, when you are around the super strong all the time, that might not feel the case, but definitely that would be stronger than the majority of people out there. If Liz hit a $10 million jackpot on the slot machines, what immediate changes would occur in your lives?
We would immediately buy our dream home.
Yeah. We're actually very lucky that we love what we do. We just like to do less of it.
Yeah.
So in terms of work, we'd still do a lot of the stuff that we do now.
Yeah, we would. But it'd be more
without
like
the pressure, without the financial pressure.
just purely for our love of it, rather than.
Yeah, so that would be nice. We'd probably end up with more dogs in our
There
bigger
would be a
house.
lot more dogs.
And probably get a nicer car each, but not too much would change, I think, in the day-to-day.
No, I don't think so.
I'd still be going to the gym. I'd
still hate the gym.
I'd probably employ a chef,
Yeah.
because it'd be nice to have someone cook my meals. I really hate cooking, and Liz doesn't like to cook for me. So I'd either get a chef
If I'm a
or new wife.
multi-millionaire, hold on, you can't get a new wife. I'm the one who won it.
Okay.
You
I'll
have
stay
no
with
claim
you.
to it.
I'll stay with you, and we'll get a chef.
Okay, deal.
So, this is an interesting one. Dimitar posted that he deserves an invite and politics is why he didn't get one. Thoughts? So, I have my thoughts on this. Firstly, I agree. I think Dimitar should have had an invite to this. I think as the American record holder on the deadlift, this would have been an amazing opportunity to potentially set a new American record. So I 100% agree that Dimitar should be here. However, I don't think it's anything to do with politics. I just think he's kind of drifted off the radar of the Giants Live team.
I think so too.
And they didn't really even think about him.
Yeah.
I just know how it works. I think if he wants to get into it again, he needs to probably go to OSG or America's Strongest Man and do really well in one of those shows. And then he'll be back on the radar. But it's hard when you drift off. People stop looking at you. He's not had any big competition results in a long time.
He came off social media for a time as well, which I don't think helps.
Again, probably didn't help. So I really don't think it's anything to do with politics. I just think he's kind of been forgotten about. And
which might sound even worse.
Which sounds crazy.
Yeah.
But like we follow, all the guys. Well, there's certainly people out there that we don't know about as well. But we try and follow as many people as we can. But we know it's hard for Giants Live. They're following the top guys, and then they follow the guys that are doing like OSG and doing well at OSG because that's their qualifying route to come to their shows. And that's why. I mean, if Dimitar last did OSG, he did the Masters, but he pulled out injured a few years back. So really, I think he needs to kind of go down that route. However, I agree. I think Dimitar's an amazing deadlifter.
Definitely good enough.
And it would have been cool to have a crack at the American record at this competition. Who do you think will win the show? For me, it's between Mitch and Evan. I totally agree with you. I think Mitch will win. And I think Evan, as long as he doesn't make any mistakes, will be second.
It's
the
really
one
good
person
events
that I'm
for both
really
of them.
interested in watching is Ian Bibby, though. We saw him earlier in the lobby. He's here. There's a lot of people thought he wouldn't get here. He's here. We were talking. He's confident with some of the events. The only thing he's not confident with is stones.
Yeah.
So I think he may be in a good position going into the stones and then potentially drop points down. I think maybe like someone like Tom Stoltman could probably sneak in into that top 3.
Overall, it's not great events for Tom on paper, but it's Tom still. So you never know, do you? You'd never write him off.
Tom, you could never count out.
No.
He's just an amazing strongman. But yeah, I would say for me, it's going to be between Mitch and Evan in terms of chasing the win. Here's a good question for you from one of my clients, actually. Tam, what's up, coach? Best piece of marriage advice?
Marriage advice? Have patience.
And communicate.
Yeah.
That's key.
Loz is good at the communication. I am very patient.
Yes, neither of us are saints, but we do.
I'm as close as it gets.
Liz is as close as it gets. And if you want some advice, just agree with everything your wife says.
Happy wife, happy life.
That's probably the best thing.
That's bad.
Thoughts on OSG not having events out yet?
It's got some out, hasn't it?
It's got 3 of the events out. I think they're waiting on another 3. I'm waiting to hear what they are because I've got a few athletes competing at OSG, but
it's not until December, is it? What are we?
December.
September, October, November, December.
Yeah,
I think as long as everyone gets them at the same time, then everyone has the same advantage or disadvantage, don't they? So,
yes, indeed.
Yeah, hopefully they will be out very, very soon.
So there was other questions, but a lot of it was repeat type questions.
Or rude.
Couple of inappropriate questions in there.
This is a family channel.
It's a family channel. We hope you guys enjoyed our little Q&A. Tomorrow's event is going to be awesome. We're really looking forward to it, aren't we?
We are, yes, very excited.
Wish every single one of the athletes the best of luck. I genuinely hope we do see a record, so don't take me saying I don't think there's going to be a record and me hating on any of the athletes. I want to see a record, and I'll be over the moon to be proven wrong.